Hello and welcome. Now I have put the manure, that 23 tonnes that we've got in the trailer, into the fertiliser business. I have loaded this up and I thought I'd start this with a time lapse, as in like literally let's get all of this work done. We've got the 2 fields to fertilise and the 2 fields to lime, and I'm going to do it myself. I am, absolutely. So I am going to say my words, then we shall get on with going through the day and all the rest of it. Yeah, we shall. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Aha. Slight problem. Yeah, I haven't scanned the fields yet. Do you know this is twice I've done that? I did that on one of the other Let's Plays as well. And you do realise the second... Well, I was going to use a little Zeta. So let's go grab the little Zeta. I did say I was going to use it, so I'm going to stick to my word. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. You have got a plan, and then obviously it's amazing. Every single episode, you've got a plan, and you think, oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. You never manage to do what you actually think you're going to do. You always manage to do far less. And let's put this away. Yeah, we've got a shed now. This is a typical me. Leave things just dumped around. You know, the bags though, now they... Yeah, I do wonder what to do with those. I'm going to see if we can use the object storage. I want to... Yeah, I got rid of that when out the back. And I cut a few trees that were inside this as well. Yeah, that one there. I can't get that one there. I can't remember placing that with them all being inside it. I can't. Now, I can chop that, but I'll have to climb on top of it and chop it. I think that's the last one, though, that's actually inside the building. The other 2 I've actually managed to cut. Yeah, I would like to use something. I don't want to get rid of how good bags are. I do realise I've started to use the containers for them on Riverside, and I wanted to use them for a long time, but it soon became rather apparent that you lose the good things about bags when you actually stick them inside something. Yes, of course you can go loose, but it's a bit like having bales. Well, no, I don't suppose it is actually. It isn't. No, that's a bad analogy. It really is. But there's a lot of good things to having bags rather than loose for like refilling and things like that. So truthfully, it is definitely something that I want to keep bags rather than actually have the Karmas. But if you've got 60 bags or 30 bags, it really does look messy. So I've got to find something that's not too intensive, because yeah, I don't want to make it like that it becomes a real pain having bags, but I would like to stick on bags. So like I said last time, a trailer, I think going forwards, is, yeah, we're heavily packed up with that lime, fertiliser, herbicide, if we've got a spray, all that type of things. Definitely, I think that's the way to go. Right, let's grab you from your proper place, and let's hope that I remember to put it back. Although, yeah, it'll be later, maybe off camera even, because yeah, I am planning on the liming and fertilising first. I was planning on a time lapse, but that didn't work out quite to plan. We shall go into a time lapse as soon as we've scanned. In fact, actually, we'll go into the time lapse for actually scanning the fields. It does make sense. I do think we have got enough tractors now, and I do agree with what I said. I was quite shocked that quite heavy tractor did still get pushed around a little bit by the 70 tonne. I do seriously think the Giants have... Yeah, I've had that trailer on a lot of Let's Plays, and I can't recall it doing that. I mean, I don't mean never a little bit, but it really, I think Giants have improved the physics, so it's getting your head around. I've noticed quite a few things that have pushed me around over the last, and it is a few weeks, I would say, and I do think it's new because it's something that you'd not adjusted to, whereas, you know, I've been playing this version of FS now for well over a year, so you do get used to things. But obviously Giants do continually change things. They add little bits more to things. As I said last time, you did only used to be able to fertilise and lime on grass anyway in the first growth stage, because I do remember a couple of episodes on No Man's Land where I actually showed that, and I also on the second growth stage went out onto the field and I started to try to lime, and it didn't take. Fertiliser the same. But then a few months later on another Let's Play, I went past a field, forgot that when you're half doing something, and then it took. So yeah, things do change. Giants don't sort of always tell you that it's changed, but it does. So yeah. Right, let's try and get this right and get as much of the field as possible without missing too much. Right. Yeah, it's weird. It does stay down, but it doesn't actually stay in the ground, which is, yeah, it's different. The same as you don't get that lag, that sort of lull where you can't do it again. It is definitely slightly different to the in-game one. Yeah, it does still do the pop down and pop up again, but it's instant, and I do like that. So I don't really want the cheaty ones where they're so super duper that I can do the entire field and a quarter of the map, but I do really like the fact that I can scan a bigger area. And I do also like the fact FS19, I used to use those scanners that you stuck on the front, a bit like the fertilizer scanner, but they actually scan the fields. Now I did like them, but yeah, it's not realistic. So I am glad that this time we have got just this type of field scanner. Yes, I know we've got the fertilizer scanner too, and yes, I know I don't really use them. Maybe I will. I think I was really disappointed in the fact that they weren't the kind of scanner that I just was talking about. But now I've got used to it. I actually think, well, I like the fact that it is realistic. So I think I'd stick to these particular types, and I don't think I'd ever want to go for one of the really super duper scanners again. I did the very first time I used that on St. Calais. Yeah, I mean, I really did do that, but it was because I didn't know what it was an improved scan rate, or I think I did hope that it had got a better scan range, but when I saw the scan range that it had, I thought, whoa, no, that is way too much. Now then, let's wait for the data to come back and let's have a quick look at what the field is. It shouldn't take too long. It's only 4 scans. If you do 1, it's almost instant, so 4 really shouldn't take too much longer. Come on, play nicely. Yeah, it is quite amazing what we have got. I'm not sure about field 1, but I think we want as many. Although when I say we want, oh wow, I did not realise that little grass field actually was all loam like that. That is amazing. Here's me saying I don't want to cut the grass, but that would be a super duper amount of grass that we would get from that. So yeah, that is fantastic. Now, why are you taking so long? I know what we could do. Let's go and do the other one, and of course I'll be halfway there and that will just pop, because that's just c'est la vie. It is. You know that's what's going to happen. So let's go and do the one we can do right now. Right, anyway, I promised time not so. We're going to fertilise and we are going to lime the 2 grass fields. Yeah, absolutely. That is the job. That is what the farmers decided we've got to do today. So, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now that's a strange one. There's no way that should have taken that long to do that. I think it's crashed, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of the game and come back in, and then we'll try, because yeah, we've got to get this done, and there's no way that should have taken that length of time. So yeah, I'm going to save it. I remember I did have this on Stone Valley once with the scanners where it just stayed red for an entire second. Well, actually the ground was broken on that one, whereas we know the ground isn't broken on this one. So yeah, I'm going to save it and reload it. So I'm going to see you shortly. Scrub that. User error. I just thought, yeah, it's amazing. You sort of go through the checklist in your head. I don't think I sent the data. So it's not going to tell me ever until I actually rectify that fault. Ooh, can actually go through that. So let's send the data, and then we might actually find out what our field is made of. Yes, that's what I didn't do. Amazing. It'll not tell me until I do that. It's not a mind reader. It's good, but it's not that good. Right, user error. Yeah, it often is, especially on Saturday morning. You just, yeah, you finished your work week. Hooray! You see, I knew it didn't take long for 4. It's amazing. Oh, the only fault here was me, as it frequently is. Yeah, I am actually enjoying my wheel, although I was a little bit upset last session because I thought, well, the money's all gone. I thought, well, it will do to begin with. You buy new things, new... oh, that reminds me. Now then, Omatana has released... Oh, has this lost its... No, I've just automated this. Just gone for auto and it's switched it off already. Please don't tell me it's changed that every single time you pick it up you've got to switch it on, because that's ridiculous. Surely it should remember that you switched it on to auto last time. Oh, I suppose, yeah, there is a precedent for that. Plows are the same, aren't they? You've got to switch them on to, yeah, maybe, true. It's just because that's what I'm saying. You get used to things being a certain way, like anybody who uses a tool, and then it changes. But I suppose, yeah, when you think plows, you always have to switch on the fact that, and also it's if you drop it, which is what we did with that. So if you've got to switch auto on every time, if that's Giant's way of like saying you've got to use it in that way, then it's not wrong per se. It's just that you've got to get used to the change again. So, and in some ways, yeah, it's a bit like the plow. I can live with that. It sort of makes sense switching on the allow create fields. So yeah, I can live with that too. Anyway, I did promise a time lapse, but I was going to say about the Omatana. Yeah, we have a new, the one that we've got that does the silage and all the rest of it. Omatana has released, or she's released 2. One of them being that, and the other being a little bit like. Well, no, she did do the farm production pack a long time ago, and it is that, but it's smaller. It is probably one of my least favourite Omatanas, if I'm honest, because I find the recipes a little weak. I mean, I don't mean they've got to be super duper, but I do think that they are weak, and so therefore I would probably favour the Lords forever and never put that one down because they are so weak, the recipes. That's my opinion. It's not. I'm not. It is still fantastic, and I love the animations of the pack. I think that is absolutely amazing. But the main reason I use productions is, yes, I don't want the super duper ones that give me 1800 times the seeds. That to me is just a little bit too cheaty. I don't mind things that are cheeky. Even the slurry yard is a little cheeky, but yeah, it's not cheating per se. So, right. Whereas that I find a little bit, no, I've got to re-go over that, and I did miss that patch, as I did see as I came off the field on the other one. I didn't go over it. Yeah. Right, did I? Oh, that'll do. It's yeah, it's not perfect, but then yes. Oh, why is that? Thank you. I say I shut you. I must have accidentally pressed the key to open it. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to finish that bit of the field. It's only on the edge, so I just want to do that before we get on with the liming. I think that should about be it. Nearly. There. Excellent. That will do me. Now then, has my front box still got stuff on it? If we're going to eject it, let's do where we usually do, on this side of the field. Yeah, I would like, if we've got a collection of bags, for it to all pretty much be at the same place. Now, I don't think, I remember you cannot eject the front box, so if that's got fertiliser in it, I really could do with a second box, really. It seems to think No, there is. Yeah, there's some in there. Right. For some reason, it won't let me eject in the Unimog, and it'll probably, yeah, it is. It's thinking it's the back. It's because you've got a conflicting similar thing, isn't it? Even though that is selected. Yeah, that's strange. We're going to have to use another tractor, or yeah, to actually do that, because it doesn't understand. Right, well, we should use this beast with its hidden for this purpose. I'm really not going to get upset over that. But yeah, do you know, even liming and fertilising has its little dramas. You know, it would be nice if one time something actually went nicely. Thank you. This is amazing now. If there is a similar function on something, that it obviously won't allow you to do that. Good. Again, realistic. Well, not. I suppose not really. You would like it, but I mean, how does the game differentiate between that type of thing? I suppose is the real question, isn't it? So this is. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, forgo that front box. Now then, we want lime. We don't want seeds. So how do we... no. The function of this prevents seeds being put in. So yeah, that's actually quite good. Unlike if it was a front box. Oh, actually, I could have filled the truck with them though, couldn't I? Yeah, that is true. Right, oh, and they are seeds as well. Oh wow, I'm leaning a little too heavily. Yeah, it is actually. That's... whoa. Yeah, the front wheels are lifting very slow, which means it's not got its normal turning circle. Right, let's go over to the truck and grab some lime, if this will let me. Tell you what we could do. We could be clever. Oh, we can't, can we? No. Right, we need to refill the truck first though, because the weight needs... Now the Unimog also has some tanks now, exactly as I was talking about with comparing this to the Vent GT, where I said you could use tanks. Well, it has its own special tanks now, and they are quite good. So yeah, if you were doing a lot of spraying contracts, the Unimog is definitely one of the best tractors. Stroke. Yeah, I mean, it is a tractor. It is. This has been it's a modified Merc, isn't it? Let's be honest. But it is rather a super tractor. And it's 240. Whoa. 240 horsepower. I know, car. I know. It is. It's a bit leery. Yeah, 240 horsepower max. Oh, this is ridiculous. Come on, you were not this bad a minute ago. Now all of a sudden I'm all over the place. Yeah, 240 horsepower. Oh, that's ridiculous. Every single one that you bump or thing, it's... Right, you know something. Yeah. Oh, and of course it's done that. Of course. I always find, I don't know how you all feel, when you're tired, things like that happen so much. Everything, it's like the universe rebels against you, and yeah, nothing works properly. Now, why are you not getting the refill? Because it's weird. Ah, now that one might have crashed. Oh no, it's just sort of in the wrong place. Obviously, this is the bag that crashed, if you remember last time. The one that was doing that plastic thing in the field. Now then, if I remember rightly, last time I did this, well, I have done it before, it won't knock backwards. You can't just like go into it and push it backwards. It sticks on the side. I'm going to need to grab a telehandler. If I do, I shall do it off camera. I'm not going to, involve you in this drama anymore. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to try. But I'm almost sure I've done this once before and it doesn't push backwards. It just like continues to skid. Yeah, pretty much like that. So I shall be back in a minute. Now, I do like the physics that are real. I mean, I know it's not quite perfect, you can see that it's not, but it does actually do what it would do if you pushed it at the top rim, which is to push it over. I do like that. It's one thing I've always said that I do very much appreciate, is how physics are. Yes, I know there's no collision on this fence, but yeah, that is something else. But yeah, I do like that. Again, that was a choice that I know it's a bit like Erlinger. I think that was the first time I'd seen the fences without collisions that we got. Oh, then let's remember this is heavy. Well, not really that heavy, not for this. It's managed far heavier weights than this. Now then, will that be enough? Yes, it will. Right. Let's grab that and let's not get run over by the train. And let's get on with some work. Can I get that? Be careful. We don't want to knock it straight over again. Yeah. It is nice having the WMXL. I really do like it. And I do, yeah. I was saying how good the liming was on this. Has always been super, really super. I don't know, yeah, didn't realise it still did it even with precision farming. There's no way we should have done that field with so little lime. It really has got that super ability still. Where, now then, I think this is going to go, I'm going to need a weight on the front of this, aren't I? It's going to go funny. It is. I think we need something like the, have we got a Joskin? I know we've got the front loadery one, and I know I could use it. Did I buy a second one? Let me have a look. Did I buy two of you, the samurais? I can't remember. I did. And one of them hasn't got... No, one with... Right, okay. Let's see where you are. Didn't I leave it at the shop? Now you are the one. Oh, wow, you may well be the one actually. Right, I'm going to go and fetch that and bring you back in when I've got that, because yeah, I need to equalise the weight. If I don't, this is going to go horribly wrong, and I'm going to literally. Or hang on a minute, isn't it going to take it from the back first? So maybe I don't need the weight. Let's try. Yeah, because when this gets a little lighter, I don't want to put any more weight in the. I can in the truck though, a little more in the truck. That's going to help. Right, that's as good as it's going to get. Let's see. If it goes terribly wrong, then I am going to go and fetch that, or put a weight on the front at the very least, because it is teetering a little. But the weight in the back of the truck should equalise this somewhat. Anyway, yes. Let's get on with this work. Right, I'm going to say my words again. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. there we were done. Wow, yeah, that was drama laden for one of the easiest jobs that you can do around a farm, but we got there in the end, definitely. Right, let's put this excess line. Oh, do you know, my phone, I did not expect it to, yeah, it keeps on going off all the time. Let's put it on silent. I keep saying this. Right, oh yeah, we're going to need lime next time, so why don't we leave that in? That isn't going to hurt. Let's start to use our sheds. No point in having sheds if you're not going to use them. Yeah, we'll, that is a point, wood. Yeah, we have got a lot of wood. Ooh. Now that's a nice tick up. I would imagine that is our fertiliser business kicking in with the manure. And now, didn't we tell the digestate also to go directly? Yeah, I did say that I'm wanting to use my productions a lot more cleverly than I have done. Left-hand tip side. I do love tip side indicator. It's amazing. Yeah, let's get this stuck into our silo. It's nice to have the silo finally. Now then, let's get this stuck in. Fantastic. I do wish that we'd get a grate like that you could put in front of silos, because then, yeah, the Omatanas that I have removed, the granary pack, I would use again. It was only the fact that you're pouring into concrete, and there's still a couple more, yeah, including the farm productions that we're sticking into now, that you actually put it without a grate. I do like the realism of having a grate. Right, anyway, yes, wood. We do need to be getting on with the wood. So we get the chance to use our, remind me, that is our, yes it is, I remember. It's the harvester we're going to need to lease, and we said we're going to lease the Jacto one, didn't we? Yeah, so we've got a lot of money tied up in that. Right, so let's have a quick look at our productions, because it is, and in my defense, the animals, I did check this in editing, I did have 30 odd tons of TMR at tea time, so it ran out. I think we're going to have to treat this, especially that we're not even full yet, or are we? I can't remember how big. No, this isn't full. I remember we got, I think, at half, it's, or just nearly half. When they're full, they're going to be needing feeding maybe even 3 times a day, morning, noon and night, but definitely morning and night. So I've got to get into the habit of doing that. So yeah, health is creeping up again after the little bit of a scare. I presume that must obviously also mean that that's why the milk's low, because obviously, yeah, productivity, slurry's ticking up again, which is good. Right, so then we are going to, oh no, we were looking at productions as well, weren't we? I was, yeah, getting a little carried away. So they're all on red. Wool is ticking up nicely, and I do believe our things are quite good on this, aren't they? Yeah, the wood's going in as well. There's too much wood going in. Bread is at 5 tons now. Bread, we'll have a look at the price, because bread's one of those things that it does fluctuate a little bit. The clothes, we've not got that in selling, have we? No, we haven't. Right, and remember, we've got 2 of these. Yeah, so the farm supplies production, when we have processed everything in that, yeah, it would have been the digestate as well, wouldn't it? And that is distributing straight to the BGA, so we no longer need to fill the BGA up. This is definitely true, so I'm quite happy with this. Yeah, water, that's a point. We've got a lot of water in there. Yeah, I'd love to sort of show the new one, but you know, we've actually, yeah, we'll save it for another Let's Play. I showed it last night on Riverside. It is amazing, and they are lovely and quite small now, which is, I do like that, because that is big, but then it really, to store a lot, it would be, so I'm not really worried. But yeah, I would like to show the new building. It's fantastic, it really is. Right, anyway, yeah, all of our businesses, as we can see, are doing nicely. Now, I do believe to do the next bit, we really need to buy the, well, let's grab the truck, and we're going to take a run up to the wood yard, because that is 250,000. But we're not going to go empty-handed. No, we do need to, now that is a point. How do we do containers? Because they're going to cost us now, aren't they? If we do a container, we're going to have to fill it, buy it, and it'll disappear. Do we still get the value back? Yeah, I don't know how this... Oh, telehandler is over there, isn't it? Right, okay. We could load it up normally, I suppose. we could do it with the wood poles, couldn't we? Oh, we can't on this one, no, I remember. We've actually swapped it. The other one that has got the fertiliser bags has got the wood poles, and this is we said we'd swap them in time. I'm trying to think, do we do that? Because you can't get many on. The containers you can. I think we'll go containers on this one. So I'm going to see you shortly once I've brought the telehandler back over here. See you in a minute. Right, let's grab ourselves. Do we grab two? No, we'll grab one container at a time. And that is a point. How big do those? I think they're 6 meters. I'm sure it didn't moan when we did the 6 meter ones. I'm sure we didn't. And we will. Why do I always cycle rounds? Always. I don't know what it is. Why I do that? Only when consciously thinking about it do I actually do it the other way. Right, let's get this. Let's use the proper fork for this. Now then, let's... Is that too high? I think it is a torch. It is still a torch. Right, okay, and we need to go actually this away. Yeah. Do I try that on the front? And it's going to be awkward. It really is. It is, because yeah, I'd honestly think that even though it's a bit of a pain pushing them, that is definitely the way to go. Am I going to time lapse this particular thing? I'm not sure, because the Volvo is not. It's not a slouch. But we are also going to need to take this for doing that, the pushing to the back that it's so good at, really. Now then, that's the point. Do we take... no, I think we should stick with this as it is. Smash it. Yeah, I like the fact that we can use this trailer as well, just strap it down instead. It is very useful. You couldn't do that if you were using the proper thing, and you couldn't put two on either, which I think this is actually an advantage, even though it's got its disadvantages too. I think its advantages to having this particular one over the 60 grand one from Giants is a big advantage. I didn't always see it that way, I might add. I did see a bit of an advantage, but a disadvantage to begin with. But the price point of that is a little expensive. And this is such a versatile trailer, it really is. Yeah, there's quite a bit of odds and bits and bobs. I've got to stop saying that word. Yes, on camera. Right, so then we need to open the doors. Now then, do we go past? That's right, we did drop some blocks last time, didn't we? I think so, because this needs, yes, I did a little bit of painting last time just to make it a bit, but it still needs to eke out a bit of, yeah, we need to be working on the hill a little, I think. I will switch the engine off because it is quite noisy. Right. Thank you very much, young lady. You were absolutely amazing. As, oh, no, these are okay. I was... deliberately chose these, although we will need the big bag handlers back on shortly. This is true. Ooh, actually, yeah. No, I can't I? Yeah, actually, they will be better. Ooh, keeps doing this. You jump out of a vehicle. It's when it's uneven. It sticks you half in and you stick. But that is new. I'm sure that's never happened, but it happened in the last few sessions. If you don't get out in a level place, you're sort of half in and half out, because you're sort of technically in the side of the building. Right, now that I'm going to be able to... Am I going to be able to pick those up off the floor? I remember how to use this beast. Now, I need to circle that around a little. Put it down, all the way. Yeah, I often get confused with the downs and the ups, because yeah, I think it's using a telehandler a lot. It's slightly different. Let's see if we can scoop them a little. Oh, we can, but that's actually probably worse than it was before. Let's try that. Oh, okay. No, it's straight. Them little claws you've got to drop, you can drop and do your business, because yeah, they are the all important thing. Without them, this would be useless, truthfully. As in, everything would drop out. I don't mean it's useless, but you know what I mean. Right. Right, that one will get the telehandler, although not in its presence. Not in its present carnation. We went, oh, yes, I was forgetting that we need to be there, don't we? Yes. Of course, I switched the engine off. 25%. Yeah, there's loads, and I mean, we can see the amount of logs there are, so that is quite phenomenal. Let's try and gauge this correctly. Let's say about there, and we need to open the production. Do love this. I am going to feature this on a Let's Play where we start with the woodyard. Definitely, really intrigues me. Right, so we want to. You've got to be careful, you can spawn more, but then it causes trouble, so... Ah. Now then. Yeah, that's... Am I going to be able to... I know the logs on the floor often cause trouble for tyres, so... Yeah, healthy respect. Brilliant. Let's see, can we actually get that much? Ooh, a little uneven. That was all me, all my fault. We're going to lose the one at the bottom, but it's not bad. Wrong way, always the wrong way. Whoa, I think we... Yeah, that's full. You know, this is when it becomes a bit dangerous, because you're definitely going to drop that, because the claws have already dropped somehow, which obviously is not true. The claws dropped through the wood, so that is the only bad side to this. It is something that obviously does need rectifying, because it really isn't right. It shouldn't have dropped through that at all, but it does somehow. I would have thought that was an impossibility. Oh, that is a tree there. Yeah, I've got to do something with this, but I realise I'm going to have to eke a bit out of the tree, which is this slope, which is going to cost me quite a bit, I should say. But actually, no, we need to. Yeah, first of all, we need to unstrap and shut the back. We also need to. Can you spawn? That is a point. Can we ask the shop to deliver these? I would have thought so, truthfully. I've never done it, but that's not to say that we can't. I would imagine it's just the same as anything else. And let's see if we can go straight down. Fantastic. Right, let's reset that straight away, because I don't want to make a habit of it. But yeah, it's in the middle of a session. I always say that. I don't like it to... Although I know sometimes... If I'm in a time-lapse, I'm not so bothered. Right, so we need to push that one forward. Now this is... Oh no. Oh yes, we do. There's no way you're lifting that without weight in it. This is... Yeah, no, it's true actually. I probably have made a mistake with this. I would say the big bag handler is the way to go, because this is now all about pushing angles and then correcting and all the rest of it. So yes, this is the first time I've actually done this. Maybe the last as well. We shall see. We shall see how effective this is. Yeah. Actually, it's not much better with a big bag handler, really. Just have to keep pushing it on. I usually do this in a time-lapse sequence, so it's a little less faffy because it's a bit quicker. Oh, yeah, it's definitely... It's just sort of catch it on that corner, and I need to extend the boom, I think, somewhat, as much as possible, if I remember rightly. I do like this. It really does make this quite effective to try and catch that corner. Now, I would have thought you would have not done it like that. We shall see. Let's just fix it. Talk about messy, yeah, definitely. This is a big bag handler job normally, isn't it? Right, we need to pull forward a little. I hope that doesn't fall off, because we need to get to that side, and then we need to, let's go past that one. There we go, no, up to it, I think. It still gets a chance to go past it. I do like these challenges though, even though I know it's not always, sometimes a bit of a pain and all the rest of it, but it's the challenge that I like. You know, when things don't quite go right, and you have to, it depends. I mean, there are times when I really don't like it, when you've hard day's work and you just want to get up with a bit of farming, but yeah, when you're tired, as I said earlier, it really, I always find it is when you're at your worst. Oh, why do you do the inner ones as well, like that? That's annoying. There's two things when you pull back. Now, if we push this over centre, it should also. Whoa. Wow. Oh, that's not too bad. I think we can just about, yes, it's going to poke over the end, but as long as those straps can safely grab it, that's all that really matters. Right, okay then, now let's get this loaded. Which way do I need? This particular way. Be careful of the saplings. And we will plant some trees, I do promise that we will, definitely, at some point. Just wanted to get on with the, yeah, on one of these quiet days, I'm going to have to try and remember to do that. Ooh, no, it's still not quite right. Now that is... to strap them when you've finished. Yeah, we will be doing more as well. I do agree though, we are obviously growing trees for this business as well, so I'm going to treat that as half of the trees, and I'm only going to plant one for one, because I'm going to class this as the sustainable forest that we are planting to do, yeah, the business that we're actually doing, that will do nicely, I think, as part of our growing bit. Yeah, actually, they're going to clang into each other, aren't they? If it's any trouble with you don't get this exactly right, I'm just going to have to literally put that like that and let go. Be careful about the saplings. Oh, that is moving. I can see that. Right, okay, that probably is. Yeah, things do move on this as well, so yeah, it's not a perfect trailer, it has got its faults, yeah, things do move on it, that much I do have seen that quite a bit, even when you put vehicles on it, which obviously it is one of its purposes. Right, anyway, let's order some more logs. You used to be able to just tell them to do this here. Now you have to go to the woods to do it. I think 9. Right, now then, can we sneakily get rid of this? Oh, now you drop out. Would you believe it? And of course you're going to cause me grief because I can't roll over you. Right, anyway, let's lift that up over. And let's use this absolutely fantastic, very expensive bit of kit. Yes. I don't regret it though, I don't. I've got to be honest, of all the things that Giants did release, this what is my favourite of the Platinum expansion pack. There's nothing else that truthfully stands out to me. yeah, the Taj fun that we had before, I would still use that over the ones with the green flashy lights because it's got a fantastic amount of cable and stuff like that. So I find functionality over little fancy bells and whistles. So, but that's just me personally. It is. Now I can't get past that log, so it's tough. Right, okay, let's try that. Might get that one as well. On the floor. This is messy. Why are you not closing? Right, now that... Oh! Now, what are you doing? Why have you reopened? You see, and this is what I hate about cranes and such like things, when weird things happen. Now, it's now gone onto the concrete, and it wasn't on the concrete a minute ago. Yeah, for some reason it sort of seems to be clashing with the concrete. Let's see if it'll release. Yeah, okay. It's bizarre. Ah, well, it is an imperfect game. It is, I'm going to say it is true. What are the little log things? What's that about? That's new. Pallets of logs as well? I said not pallets. Why has it done pallets when I said logs? Do you know? Right, okay. Imperfect world. Imperfect world. Yeah, now it would have been useful if I had got the big back handle because I could do the clean up. So lesson learned, do not bring that pallet fork away from the shop. Realism's one thing, but it's not much use for grabbing a log. Right, last little bit. And then we're going to go up, we're going to buy that, and I think we'll end it at that because, yeah, this has been rather a long session, yeah, because of the things going wrong, really. A bad day at work, you could say, truthfully. Yeah, we'll clean up the bits and bobs next time. Wow, it's painfully slow. Right, okay. Brilliant. So, yeah, we've now got pallets of wood, somehow. I don't think that's going to be full, but do you know something? It's not bad. That'll do me. Right, let's go and spend all of our money again, and let's go and buy another production. The first for the planks and everything. And remember to strap. Straps on already. Right, I'm going to see you up at the woodyard and see you shortly. Just thinking, yeah, I'm going the back way, but I was just thinking, I'm not sure containers, yeah, containers are for the container warehouse. I've got into that much of a habit of using them that I didn't really think it through. I don't think this is going to work, truthfully. I reckon, so we're going to have to probably sell these and grab some more. Now we have got some more wood, but it's going to pretty much, yeah, strip all of the wood we've got, and then we're going to need to put it in the other thing. I think we should try it, but I'm almost positive. My guts tells me that that's not going to work. So we shall see. I might be wrong. Yeah, it's never done it, so it's like anything. You've always got misgivings, and you think it's not going to work, and it might be right, but it's, yeah, you've got to try it. I don't think it'll recognise it, but I think the container warehouse is the place that you've got to take containers, which does make sense. Obviously, in real life, of course, you can drop the wood off at that particular place. We shall see. I never get sick of coming this way. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is. I had a bit of difficulty with reversing, turning around. You've got to sort of go very close to the road because of the hillside. Yeah, these like go into the ground, so which is true as well. It really would in real life. The levels, you've got to observe the levels. These would dig into the ground. Do I need a bit of fuel? Yes, but we'll get it on the way back when we're not laden. Or loaded. No, laden is the correct word. It's not wrong. There's the train. Still not found any animals, but then we tend to stick to the same area on the map, don't we? So I would imagine there's probably some out and about in the woods somewhere. I'd imagine. I haven't looked. No, if we're going to do it, I'd look myself, because I know you can look everywhere, and there'll be people who found all of the animals, and it'll be on a video in itself. So I don't want to do that. So it takes away the fun somewhat. Oh, now I do believe you're trying to. I'd say I don't think it's going to work either. But yeah, two things we need to do. Let's switch zone markers on, because we need to know where we're supposed to drop this. I think if that is true. Can you put containers in the water? I may save the game and we might try it, like reversing it. I think my gut tells me that is totally just not going to work, but yeah, leap of faith. Yeah, now this is, I think, the proper place. No, this is actually, yeah, it is the lake, isn't it, on this? So we first of all buy this and skint ourselves. Yes, we do. Absolutely. And yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work. So, do you know something? Let's save the game in case this goes terribly wrong, and then all I'm going to do is reload it and take those and sell them for this thing. So really, this is the pond where the wood goes to. So let's see if we can do what I'm proposing to do, which is stick that in the pond. I just think this is not going to work, but you never know. Depends if it's programmed to. In real life, of course, it would, but if it doesn't understand, then it doesn't understand. And yes, it doesn't understand. Right, smash in. Because this is where you're supposed to put it, isn't it? Well, is that? Yeah, that is true. Is that? It's not really. No, it is in the water. If that back one was supposed to, it would now be in the water enough for that to actually work. So right, we're going to sell these then. At least to get our money up a little bit. And the next lot we will load. I'll probably do that next session. Yeah, because that is going to take a while. And they get that actually loaded ready. And yeah, we're going to have to put the wood, typical, put the wood forks on this one as well. We are struggling. This is heavy. Wow. This is where you can do something like the Phoenix at its max power, because this is heavy. Well, it's been a productive session. I mean, yes, it has been fraught with perils, as days are when things go wrong, but we faced every battle and we did overcome. So yeah, we've limed and fertilised our fields and made you what? Yeah, let me remind myself. We'll have a quick recap, as much for myself as yourself, just to see exactly. I remember straps. I do like to unstrap before I hit that zone. wrong time of year for the perfect price, isn't it, really? Yeah, it is. Why am I selling it in May? Well, because we weren't trying to sell, were we? That's in my defence, we were really trying to... Let's switch the zone markers off now. We don't need them on anymore. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to sell. We'll put the wood poles up on this, and next session we shall bring that wood up. And now that is a point. Can you, if you put the wood poles down and reversed into that, would that take the wood off the back? I would imagine it would, if I'm honest. I really would. Now that's a point. Didn't I say I was going to be learning my lesson? Now if I distribute and make those active, surely the wood will come up here to make the planks and that. So I think I'm doing it again. I'm playing very FS19. It's somewhere here. Brilliant. Wood planks. Oh, it switched it on. I don't know that we need the prefab wall. Wood beam. We can switch these off because we need these two things definitely quite a lot. So we should be getting some wood because that should distribute here as well. And yeah. Right, we're going to do that. We're going to speed the hour up, definitely, because I've only got 8 minutes. So that is on distributing, as we know. And let's just check. Yeah, let's do this properly. Now, that should be distributing. No, it's not. We've got it spawning, haven't we? Right, 75 tons still. That is a lot of wood. So, let us speed time up now. But we're told that, and we should get some wood here. Really? We have indeed. Brilliant. That is amazing. Not a lot, though. Right, let's speed up another hour. I'm interested in seeing this. I don't know, yeah, whether you may all know this a little bit better than me. So if I only did 2,600, perhaps it's how long it was available. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. It has, yeah, it has brought some in, but it's not bringing it in on the hour after that. So that's a bit of a bizarre one. I don't understand why that's not bringing any more across. We've surely not run out of wood. Ah, we have. Where on earth did all the wood go? We only got to... Has it gone to the other one? And we might need to switch that off for a bit, because this is the one we really do need, isn't it? Has it taken it all into that one? Oh, it has as well. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Right, switch that one off, because we know it costs us. I think we're going to have to switch that off for a little bit. Yeah, now this is where it does fall down a little bit, isn't it? Because obviously it really should have split that equally, and instead of doing that, it sent nearly all of it to that, which we're not really... We know that furniture is good, but it's not nowhere near as we want this. So, right, okay, we're going to have to do a fiddle with that next time. Well, our money's back up anyway, that is one good thing. Now then, do we speed time up to actually... helpers and animals? That is my biggest concern if we're going to do something like that. Yeah, it's up at 59,000. Shall we? That's true. If we do speed this up, let's take this till tomorrow morning, because that should really get us through till tomorrow. And yeah, we are going to stay up here because I am interested in seeing 8 o'clock start. We have done all of our jobs. Priority, yes. Of course. I've never really thought, never needed to muck around with that. Heat up the mouse seems to take precedence over. So planks, no, wood. We want priority 1. Ah, you can deactivate it. Ah, well, let's deactivate it then. For now. Because there's enough in there to go for a long time. Right. Now then, that should actually work. Let's have a look. See, yeah, it's amazing. When you start to play around with something, you begin to understand what it is. Yeah, we've still only got 1,727. Priority 10. That's definitely right. How much wood have we got? See, yeah, again, we must keep our eye on the wood chips, but they're usually much better at the back end of the year. Right, okay. Well, we're not speeding time up again. Animals. I'm not going to do them, but this is the end of the session, but I shall see. Just by the skin of our teeth. So, wow, you need 60 tons in to get through the night. Right, okay, at least we know this. That's something to go on. Right, so that's full now completely. Did that sell some animals then? Or was it at 195 before and I didn't notice? Possibly. I do seem to vaguely remember something about animals being sold. Right, so, yeah, it's true. Reproduction 50. Right, fantastic. So I would imagine pretty much December-ish. Odd. Anyway, yeah, that is the end of another session. We have been good. We've done all the work that we needed to do on the farm. Let's have a quick look. We were going to have a, yeah, let's do what I said. I'm very good at like saying, oh, let's do such and such, and then, yeah, so we have got, yeah, let's have a look at our fields. Let's this do. So we've got sunflowers over there and oats over there and canola over there, as well as sugar cane at Thin Strip Field. I do realise with the CP1, the original grass fit, I missed the boat, and to be honest, yeah, we've got the grass business suit still you know, at the BGA and everything, so I'm quite happy for that to stay grass. I think we'll probably buy one next year and make that as well. We'll obviously in the back end as well be doing grabbing some of these trees out of this to expand field 2, I think, or make into 2 fields. And that little one at the bottom would still make quite a decent field. It really would. Right, yeah, no, we were. That is true. Let's have a look at the harvest window. In fact, let's just look at the green. That always shows you really pretty much. Yeah, wow. So both of those fields over there look like they're ready to harvest next month. So sunflowers are quite late, aren't they, if I remember rightly. So then, canola is indeed harvest next month, and it should be as well, as is the oats. So we should be having a harvest next month, 2 harvests. So we're going to be very busy next session. We've got the animals to feed, we'll get that all done. Might do that off camera, so we've done lots and lots of that. We're going to do what we normally do. We've got, yeah, yeah, it's true actually. We've got well over a ton of long planks, and so we're going to start to do that, because that is what that's another thing we're going to feature. So I'd like to feature that at some point, the roller coaster, and we need both of these. This is our first production. We're still up to 185,000, so it's possible for us to buy. Do we get the land with this? I don't think we do we? I'm almost sure. I seem to remember Mr. CDP telling you that you needed to buy the land as well if you were going to... Oh no! You do own the land. So it's possible for us to perhaps put some more wood-related ones up here to have them built, so that our model is that we just drag it. Does that matter? Using productions, things get taken by minions, so don't we just buy it in the town as everyone else would do? Perhaps that there is a point. Yeah, I am a terror for, like, as I keep saying always about location. It is true if you were going to build a business from scratch, but if there are local businesses you could buy locally, would you build it from scratch, or would you, because there's usually, it is a higher cost usually to build from scratch, even though in the game I know it doesn't reflect that at all. It's not like it's going to do any damage with it taking us longer to take stuff, because that's what the beauty of productions, isn't it? That's what you're paying for, your transport network. A fantastic bit of kit this is. Anyway, yeah, we're making progress. We bought this beast, yeah, so another production under, I think, to do the roller coaster and the boatyard. Yeah, the words wouldn't pop, and they were refusing to play ball. Yeah, so we'll get on with that as well. So all that remains saying is thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope that you stick with me on this journey. As always, yeah, I do value your comments. I love to hear from you, I truly do. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.